Good morning, guys. Ke bona go le botlhokwa gore ke address dilo di le dintsi. Most importantly, ke le gakolle gore you still have time, you can still make something ka botshelo ba gago. Apparently I'm receiving constant and continuous attacks from people. And what's common about these people is that they are far much older than I am. It's never my age mates. It's never someone age range close to mine. It's always people ahead of me, but behind me, ka progress ya botshelo. People who are failing to make or to keep their lives together. They are after my soul and they try their best. They try every day to make me realize. Me on top of that, ga se ba bone hela go na le ba ileng gore ba hupela, they are at a edge of explosion, but ba santse ba keep it to themselves. Ba bangwe ba ileng gore ke ba batle beng ba bua ke ba ileng gore tota they've had too much of my progress. Look at this boy, he's too young but yet progressive more than I am. It hasn't been long since he started pursuing his life and he's already achieving progress. It is very, very frustrating to such people. These people need help. Lowena, if you are watching and you know that you wish me bad, also na any relationship ilena, also nkitsi ke go dirisipe mo botshelong. Frustration le anger go eleng gore it's directed towards me, e dirwa ke progress yaka. You need help. Listen to me today. Don't be in denial. You all need help. Go supa bolwetse bo eleng gore bo amongst you bo la affectile le bantsi, although not every one of you can come out and speak about it. No, we don't like what you are doing, we don't like your progress, we hate you. I think go botlhokwa gore ke le address. You people need help, and as much as I'm the one who exposed balona, I'm the same person who can help you get out of the problem. So a lot of people are unhappy. A lot of people are going through a lot. They are going through a lot in a sense that every day, every time, someone has something to say. And most of these people, all of these people, have no relationship whatsoever with me. They don't know me. They know nothing about me. They only come and launch the attacks on. Most of them, this bullying, because these people are attempting to bite a hand that can feed them. They are trying to attack someone who has power to change their lives. They are ignorant. Look at how often I constantly and continuously get attacks from people, and then look at my life. Is it deteriorating? Am I not constantly and continuously progressing? Every time you attempt to attack on me, how often does it benefit you? How often do you find no, we've had an impact? Look at his life is falling apart. Again, how does it impact you as an individual? How does launching these attacks impact you or benefit you as an individual? What value do they add to your life? Or is just entertainment? Le palelwa ke botshelo mo lotlhe le batlang go nna di-comedian jaanong. Nya, let's not live the life that way. We all have big dreams. ke tlhaloganya le ha le ka ganetsa you all have big dreams le batla go tshela botshelo bo bo rileng and ga le bona motho a botshela effortlessly jaaka ke botshela effortlessly yana it causes so much frustration on you, it causes so much anger. No, you don't need to be upset le bona motho a progress. If you want to be successful in life, you have to associate with successful people. If you see that I'm progressing well and you want to progress, you don't have to hate me. You have to align yourself with me. Get to see where I get my success, how I'm making it in life, so that lo wena o dire jalo. Iseng gore o tlhoa motho and because ke atakela tlhoko gore the more you hate me and the more I become successful, is the more you get unhappier, the more you get frustrated with your lives. Because now I am dedicated, committed, determined to be successful in life, and I'm willing to sacrifice everything, fight with my all, constantly and continuously until I'm successful. So, you are likely going to wait forever. So instead of waiting for my fall, focus on elevating yourselves. Jano, go funny because ba bangwe ba swela mo pelong. I know gore la mpua mo. That is the power I wanted. I wanted to be powerful to a point of controlling people even when I'm not around them. Controlling how people think, controlling how people live, and I see that I have prematurely attained that power. Ne ke solofetse gore e tla nkwela ka bo 2040, but it came so early, so I have to celebrate it now. But mongwe le mongwe wa lona whether admitting or not, o tlhokana le gore a simololle business ya maranyana a forex le tlhokana le go investa mo forex ka gore ke fo frustration e diranyana. It's not ordinary hate. You are hating because someone is achieving some things you want to achieve and they are doing so effortlessly. Nna go mpontsha gore ba lotlhe le tlhokana le thuso, ba lotlhe le tlhokana le for trader forex. That is why anger lona e le ntsi, frustration a lona e le ntsi jana. If ba lotlhe le ne le dira madi nkebe le tswella mo botshelong, you could be achieving one or two things, but the fact that you are constantly and continuously failing go a supa gore there is something wrong. And what's wrong is the fact that you are earning nothing and hating on somebody who earns. And the good thing about the forex business, you don't need people to be successful in it. I'm certain if business tse leng gore ka di operator gona no le itse gore ke tsa nkebele sa di rekile. I'm so glad that now you don't know, so you are powerless against them. You just support me not knowing. Mme hela ha re setse re tla go bua nnete ba lotlhe le tlhokana le forex. I'm thinking about someone who earns 5,000. To a lot of you, 5,000 is a lot of money because most of you ga ise le amogele bokalo le santse le ja ma 2.5 ma 2.5 ba ba like ba amogela 3,000. Mme le shenametswe ke dibili, le shenametswe ke dibili, di grocery di palame, mahuri a palame, transport e palame, madi a lone me go golo one. So in that case le tlhokana le thuso, and motho e leng gore o ka le thusa botoka, motho e leng gore o ka dira progress a lona motlhofo ke eno e leng gore la mo bua mo di-strateng mo, la mo seba ha le a go robala le robala le hupile dipelo le eletsa gore ka re le tsoga la utlwa dio tse leng gore to you it will be good news gote nya motaso o thuntshitswe ka tlhoboro ko Jozi. Batho, you need to admit that you need help. Stop being denial. Le na le pride sa le berekele. Na at least if I had pride, nkebe ke itse gore I have something to my name. Ga ga ke gomagale hela ke senang lona le ja dintja la palolwa le paletswe ke matshelo. So ithuteng goreng ha o bona motho a atlega mo sengweng, follow that person, follow that route. That is how people become successful. We become successful by aligning ourselves with successful people, so that with hope that one day we will find what led to their breakthrough, le rona go re tlisetse breakthrough. Ba lotlhe le tlhokana le NASDAQ, le tlhokana le NASDAQ, le tlhoka go trader boom and crash, le tlhokana le goreng le trader forex. Ha ke gane, forex may not be for everyone, but if you are dedicated and determined, you will become part of the people ba eleng gore forex e ke a bona. Think about this. If o trade on a $20 in my accounting, and your daily target is $10. $10, kana how there are $10 every day for 30 days, you are setting off 4,000 per month, effortlessly trading boom and crash. Or if o batlo trader mo go botokanyana, o ka trader NASDAQ, target ya go le $20 per day. At the end of the month, you are setting off 8,000 per month. 8,000 no, because ga wa mo fufulela ebile ga wa ga tsa energy ya go yentsi, you can distribute it amongst your bills. Ha ke leng teng hana ranta teng ke 6,000 wa teng, I pay it effortlessly. Plan ka ke gore okay fine, I need to make a minimum of $15 per day to be able to pay this bill. It's a walk in the park for me, because ga go no nthoka energy ntsi, ga go no nthoka di resources tse dintsi. Just a $30 would be enough to pay the rent. Because how trader o se under pressure, o trader ke le tswa go se go huma ka pela, ke le tswa go ile go i-sustaina le go tswella pele mo botshelong, everything becomes easier. So I'll be making a $15 for the rent per day. Just like that, at the end of the month, I will pay my rent comfortably. That is how I'm able to live beautifully for a long period of time. Ke contain the expenses tsaka, ke setile di priority, di expenses tsaka nngwe le nngwe e na la account ya yone e leng gore ke trader ke lebile gore okay fine. For example, ha ke santse ke le ko Botswana ke kgwetsa, ne ke na le account e leng gore this one is specifically for fuel and car maintenance. Ne ke na le account e leng gore ke yone e tlebeng e tlhokomela koloi yaka ya dintjanyana tsa me, le ke rekang di electronic ka yone, le ke save madi aka, where I trade for a living, where I trade to progress, I trade to succeed. That was a simple lifestyle in a sa require gore motho a fufula ka le fufula every day yana mmele sa achieve sepe. Most of you are working harder than I do, but you are achieving less than 15% of what I achieve, yet seated and at ease. So ke nnete, whether you deny it or you admit it, lotlhe le tlhoka forex, lotlhe le tlhokana le gore le ithute le tlhaloganya gore market wa forex o bereka jang, le gore nka dira botshelo jang mo forex, botshelo bo teng mo forex. Forex e duela go feta tiro nngwe le nngwe, and the good thing about forex is that forex it has power to change your life significantly. Wa ituela, so when you decide on how much do you make. A lot of people who are trading who are trading forex but ba se successful, ke ba eleng gore ba tlile ba solofetse gore ba yo dira di million mme ba se na madi. My advice is simple. If you want to trade forex and you want to succeed trading forex, try with an entrepreneur mindset. Let the biggest entrepreneurs around us, all of them basimolote small. There is something called compounding. Compounding is simply the process of gathering small funds constantly and continuously to make big funds. You can do that le lona. O ka decide okay, fine. If I want to make $1 million, I would first have to make 100,000. Or if you don't have 10,000 already, you will first have to make 10,000. Use the 10,000 to make 100,000. Take the 100,000 to make 400 or 500,000. Then eventually $1 million. It takes time and it requires patience and sacrifice, dedication and commitment. Letlhokana gore okay, fine. The business industry is for entrepreneurs, and entrepreneurship is a process of taking risks and turning challenges into opportunities and using opportunities that arise to enrich yourself. Go motlhofo sa nneng sa tsheleng ka kutlo botlhoko, sa nneng frustrated le bona progress yaka, sa itshidiseng bokete. Life can be simple if made simple. Ha o ntse o trader o iketlile, o accumulate madi, interest ya go ya ntla ke gore make sure that the bank account is rich. You enrich the bank account first, because you need money to make money. And in the process of using money to make money, you can lose your investment. So step 1 e ka nna gore le tsa madi la isa ko bank accounting. Le trader le tuta go trader, ha le simolo trader, le trader le iketlile, you trade peacefully. Le sa itsenye pressure, you trade calmly, you enrich your bank account. $20 every day is something. There are a lot of people out there who earn $5 per day working. More than 1,000 people, more than 100,000 people. In fact, more than 70% of the population in Botswana, they earn less than 150 per day. Jano, if you trade Forex and you make $15 per day, you are amongst batho ba leng they are highly paid. And all this is possible. It is possible if you swallow your pride. O se emele gore o witness a success. You don't deserve to be a spectator. Ha se gone gore le nne le lebile motho a successfully le tsa go rawe. Success tse dingwe, when somebody break through, they are gone forever. Ke bona Muluki Lawrence Rakaisa. I can tell from ka ha o buang ka teng gore you come from a family of fools. Ga gona batho ba ba botlhale kwa lona. That is why o ka bua dilo tse di buang tse. A normal person wouldn't say such things. You are just a faint visioned, dumb, stupid and hopeless. Melong gore ha o tlhaloganye gore the opportunity di all over. For opportunities to be made useful, somebody has to stand up and take the risk. Everyone can take risks and become successful. It just depends on how well you position yourself. That is why Lona, as aspiring financially free people, target 1, ensure gore you enrich your bank account. If you have 10,000 in your bank account, you can fund and fund and fund. If you fund $200 pula 5 times a week, you can't lose constantly and continuously. You are likely going to lose first, second, and third. Then on the fourth, you recover the amount you have lost, and then on the 5th day, you make more than what you had thought you'd make. Then you save that money mo banking. Gore o nna le funding power, o kgona gore ha o lositse o fund. Jaanong bothata ba di trader, that's why di trader ka bontsi Botswana na le di trader tse dintsi, but di trader tsa teng di le broke is because motho a bona o rata bo superhero. O tle ba tla funda ha se tsa simolotse o dira di profit, o batla go nna superhero, o batla o dira madi a mantsintsi from that very same investment, and then at the end of the day o feletsa a losa madi a teng a otlhe. They do that more than once, they do it more than twice. That is why o ka bona motho a kile a share di screenshot di supa gore motho o ka tswana le bo 150,000 mme ro lebella bank account ya gagwe le 1,000 e be sa mokgomi. It's because these people ga bana vision. Vision e tlhokana le for you to be rich, you need to plan well on time. O ipaakanya success ya ipaakanyetso. You prepare yourself to be successful by compounding your earnings. When you earn little and little and little, it is better than when you try to earn more at once, because that exposes you to losing more. How accumulate 100 pula every day? At the end of the day, no, at the end of the month, you have 30,000. Ha go tshwanela ha o leka go accumulate 30,000 every day, o now lose every day. It is better that way. Kapo o tshwanetse o tlhaloganya gore your risk first, or your approach to being rich, go tshwanetse gore go nyalane. Ha e ka ke re bank balance ya go ile ko tlase e boeletsa gore at the end of that day o e double. It just doesn't make sense to me. I don't think it makes sense to you. If you had a 100 pula, at the end of the day only 10,000. No, you need to accumulate constantly. When you treat Forex like a career, Forex will pay your bills. Forex can make you rich. Forex can take you places you never thought you'd be. It can show you tiro ga dina mosola. If o batlo retire early mo tirong ya gago, it is simple. Tsa 10,000 almost sacrifice or a kya Forex. Now funda $25 every day, or if we win every week. If we funda $25, $25, that's about 300 pula. If you fund that 300 pula and then target that 300 pula per day, you are likely going to recover within a short period of time. Able the relate 10,000 or more. How the relate 10,000 on a 20,000 yano. My dear Haji, o tsa madi a go diramang, o tsa madi a go diramang, o nna wa godisa. At a certain point you will be having 100,000. Ha na le 100,000 o ka tswa mo tirong ya gago wa focus mo goreng yaanong ke funda $20, ke funda $20, target e le goreng ke dira $20 every day. There are 5 days in a week, business week. If we dira $20 every day, at the end of the month o tla bona le about 5,000 almost dirileng effortlessly. O ka kgona cover di bill tsele e bonna wa godisa. That is how you eventually attain financial freedom. O kgona ya gongwe le gongwe go batlang, o kgona ja sengwe le sengwe so se batlang, o kgona dira sengwe le sengwe so se batlang. Jano go botlhokwa gore le ska nna di spectator. You don't have to be spectators to success. Ke gone mo go dirang gore le feletse le nna evil, le feletsa la letsa batho ba bangwe dio tse di maswe, le heletsa la theka mongwe le mongwe. Ke bona motho ke o gate boitshepo joli a reng tla ke bona some people ke batlo bana hela gore e see what she's saying. Kana batho bana le go phadimoga hela, bana le go phadimoga ba phadimoswa ke frustration ya mathata a bone. Ke slay queen. Go dinga le gore nka bua le motho o jalang sengwe le sengwe sa na leng sone tota ka ke motlhokomologi. A failure in life, they have a lot to say. People who are unsuccessful in life have a lot to say about those who are successful. Kono bona gore ke le 1996 me o tsusitse modumo 1996 is definitely 26, 27, somewhere there. O tsusitse modumo gantsonetse ke tsone tse ke le kang go di kheba gore kana ha ona le madi you want to be ha o no feel offended motho mongwe a bua ka madi ga o no go find down offense mo tse ke di buang ba dirwa ke gore they relate well to the frustrations tse ke preachang against tsone tla le bolang batho lehuma le le lapereng ke tsone dio tse leng gore they really I had power cuts there or internet connection problem. Now I'm back. Sene ke se bua ke tshwane se gore you people need to stop spectating. You don't have to witness a success ya batho e leng gore it doesn't add value to yours. Ga go le ise gope. We imagine batho ba khone tsa 2 hours ba discussa nna ke soho o mongwe re no o na le madi o mongwe hana madi nya o ke ba rekile se o ka ba rekile se mme ba sa bui sepe ka bone because ga ba achieve sepe mo botshelong. It doesn't have to be like that. You need to do something ka botshelo ba go le wena o buiwe people ba go follow ya ka di lost the puppy batho ba tla ha thoko ha go ja ka di fly only that successful. All of us can equally be successful. Believe me, because I've been down and low. I have hit the ground so many times before elevating to where I stand now. I had suffered a lot in life and I chose not to suffer anymore. I decided, I'm getting out of this situation. I deserve a better life. I strived for the better life. I still have a long way to go. And I'm still striving hard. Ke rata gore le lona le iphitlhelele le mo seemong sa gore la iperekela la itirela ga le ba kupi ga le di fan ga le di spectator ga le di follower. You are getting your life together. Think about it. If you people take your life seriously now, you are going to continue struggling, but not for long. Eventually, you will break through. Once you break through, you will live happily. Ha go tshwanele gona no lentse le di spectator jaaka le di spectator jana tla ke block yo mongwe ke lentse le di spectator le witness a success a batho ke gone gore le feletse le nna jealous kana that is how you people become jealous. That is how you people le tshwara batho ka dipelo le emela gore le nna ka tsholofelo a gore batho ba tlawa. And on top of that, how solofetse gore motho o tlawa ebe motho a sawi the frustration worsens go nna worse. You become very furious le nna unhappy la ipotsa gore what is going on? Why is this person not failing? Because he has messed with a lot of us. La tshwara go botlhokwa gore o iterele sengwe as an individual le so nna di spectator na ke itse gore la itse gore you are going to have families. If you are going to have families, how will your children see you? O no le fan o le spectator sa batho ba pursue success. Kana se sengwe se le sa se tlhaloganyeng ke gore the moment you show someone gore I hate what you are doing, and ha ba lebella gore what they are doing is pursuing a better life, ebe ba bona gore people hate this, they continue doing that because you know that you are on the right track. When people start hating ba simolla ba sa go lebeseng. Most of the people ba ileng gore ga ba achieve sepe ba ratuwa mo ba ratuwang o tshwanetse gore o observe seo. So nna the moment ke bona batho o kare ke nna le di enemy tse dintsi yet ke sa tshwenyope ke ne ka realize gore I'm on the right track. I have to carry on. I have to constantly and continuously do this. I have to persist. Here I am. I'm not successful ka ha ke batlang ka teng, but I'm more successful than a lot of people around me. Most of them they've been working for years. They've been working by a salary for a lot of years. ba berekile ba tshetse dingwaga tse dintsi some more than 40 years ana tshela le sa bone di frustration tsa batho ba commenta mo di posting tsa ka ke nna ke lebella some more than 40 years o bone motho a le 40 a tshikingwa pelo ke motho 24 o ipotsa gore 16 years wa difference ona dira eng sa ileng gore e ka re motho a bua a offendega ka bokete jana dotse ha re setse re tla to a better conclusion re kare di dirwa ke gore economy ya lehatshe la lona it is driven by debt so mongwe le mongwe o mo sekolotong ha go no kgonong go builda legacy salary ga ise humisa ope ebile salary ga ikitla e humisa ope salary e create the obligation how solofetse gore at the end of the month I'm going to get paid o khonore o adima madi hale o itse gore o tla busa o ignore gore at the end of the month your bank account is still low how nang so o ba wa adima gape it becomes generational and continuous jaanong karen ja le kopa gore itirileng justice don't wait to feel the need tsamma di a lona bofelo let's say the NASDAQ as we speak right now as I type this right now go na le bana ba ileng gore ba fetsa mo tertiary ba fetsa final year these people are going to suffer and what is going to make their suffering worse is that they won't be having any means of income ba tletse 1,600 ba fofatswa ka one gore ba ska lebella reality ba santse ba tsena school they are going to live unhappy lives they are going to be constantly and continuously frustrated and unhappy with their lives that most of them are going to get permanent depression some are going to commit suicide because they couldn't think straight they are not thinking straight in a sense that I've been preaching to everyone gore batho nna botshelo ba ka bo tshentshilwe ke NASDAQ I am where I am because of her and her sisters I'm going to even progress further because of NASDAQ. NASDAQ has power. Invest your last money in her. Ha ke rialo ba ne ba ntlhokomologa ba re mo ga tsenwa mo ke dira cause ena le market ke a go bona tiro ke o hiriwa now that the time has come they are going to be asked to provide 5 years working experience to provide 3 years working experience they don't have such they don't have anything so they are going to stay here for years or they are going to be recruited by companies getting paid peanuts but because by graduating they've been to school they are going to end up getting loans to try and catch up with the life industry and failing miserably they are this thing yaluhuma it continuous it's a cycle it keeps coming around the previous generation did the same mistake you are making people keep making mistakes when opportunities arise people ignore opportunities they only come to the opportunities when they can't change their lives further although NASDAQ has power to change your life ha go batle o tla go trader NASDAQ o setse o na le di obligation tse dintsi o setse o apero ke mathata a botshelo la lehatse ha go batle jalo go batla o santse o le free mo tlhaloganyong o sena di obligation think about someone eleng gore o kolota koloi o kolota furniture o duela rente how is that person going to cope with the frustration in market o utlisa how are you going to survive if o itse gore this money if I lose it it means go oketsa responsibility ya dikoloto tse ke na leng tsone how are you going to survive the best time to start investing in forex is now how sena di obligation tse dintsi itse gore you learn from every mistake you make kana how se tsona le di obligation even when you make mistakes you can't learn from them batho ba batona ba ileng gore ba kolota di banka ba na le di loan they are failing to catch up they are failing to get everything together because they don't have allowance for mistakes Every mistake that cost them money reminds them of their obligation. They have to pay, they have to do this, they have to do that. Imagine ona le bana ba le 4, bana ba tshwanetse go ja, ba tshwanetse go apara. Ha go sharp, ha go trade peacefully. The best time is now. How sena di responsibility tse dintsi. Yaanong jaaka ne ke le bolela ba le ba graduatang ba le, they are going to suffer, they are going to be frustrated. Ha ile ba ba neng ba tsena le nna bone le go swa ba ka nna ba swa ba akanya gore the guy is traveling the world, is soon going to be traveling around the Atora on his own terms. O tshela ka commander go ha command you ha bolelo gore do this do that. O tshela ka ha go batla nyene ka teng. Wa ipereka, wa ikamogedisa, wa ituela ke decide gore ke amogela bokae. That is why kgwedi e tlang yo tlhoyo fela ke sa trade ka gore ke letse ke irile madi enough for dikgwedi tse pedi. So that is the life e leng gore ke le invite to yone. Ke le invite yana gape ke le bile gore if le ne le itirela madi a lona ne nke bele sa mphufegele, nke bele se le fufa le le kana. Di comment tsa lona di supa gore le le fufa mo di posting tsa ka, le fufa, dipelo tsa lona di mahuto, and on top of that go mpantsha gape gore lona le hisegile to a point of confessing. Ba bangwe ba hisegela mo teng, ba bangwe ba shwela mo teng. A lot of you are just not happy with me. You wish me bad, but the more good things happen to me, le nna so frustrated. So care for your own good, swallow that pride tse le akanyang gore le na le tsone. Ka nna ke ipotsa gore o nna ya le pride bank account le mo di negative. You need to be humble as fuck, because the people by you exercise your pride on are the people who have power to change your life, people who have power to change your financial status. How se tsu simolotso trader forex o accumulate bonnane bo ba accumulatang. O sare no MOTASO go no reka Z-Fold ya 30,000 ka hantsana le iPhone 13 Pro le S22 go ra re le nang tla re ka tsone. O accumulate weekly, pressure free, o accumulate weekly, o lebile gore okay fine, this is a career. My annual target is 100,000. So since my annual target is 100,000, it means my monthly target has to be this much. Since my monthly target is this much, my weekly and daily target has to be this much. Una reasonably, this is a journey. You have to keep the relationship. The safety of your relationship with Forex is limited to your risk first. And your risk first has a direct relationship with your bank account. The moment o riska bontsi o tshwanetse ipotsa gore a ne bank account ka tla gore ha ke riskile bontsi bo e be ke bolusa e tla khona mfanda gape. You think about those things. You think o lebile gore am I competing with people here? Why am I competing with them? Is it worth competing? Some people are living on their terms when you are running to try and prove a point. Is it worth it? Ane go na le boleng gore o re wa atlege more than someone o sa focus mo di goalong tsa go. But I have said a lot than I should have. But ba palelwa ke go retire mo ditirong because of dikoloto tse ba itsentse mo tsone. Go thata ebile go dingalo gore ba ka tlogela because ke seemo se ba iphitlhetseng ba le mo sone, seemo se ba itsentseng mo sone, seemo seo o ele tlhoko. Le bagolo go na le bagolo ba ba successful ba e leng gore ga ba kolote banka, ga ba kolote shop ya furniture, ebile ba nna mo dijarateng tsa bone, ga ba duele rent. Imagine a 40-year-old paying rent. How shameful, how devastating, how frustrating, how sad. Di emo tse leng gore ra di bona. That's why ba palelwa ke go retire mo ditirong. That's why ba bereka until ba tsofala ebile ba bangwe ba swela mo ditirong. It's because of the poor decisions they made when they were young. Ba se happy, ba compare le ba bangwe, ba compare ba eletsa bana ba batho ba bangwe dio tse di maswe ba lebile gore ba bona ba achieve sepe, because this thing is generational. Lehuma le aperile le generational. Family nngwe le nngwe e tshwanetse gore e tlhaloganye gore as much as there is someone successful within the family, everyone can be successful, because success is a choice. You make a decision to be successful. So since they decide that, okay, fine, I don't want to be poor anymore, you need to understand that you've been poor for a long period of time of your life. Getting out of poverty is not going to be a walk in a park. You need to be prepared to sacrifice and endure. You need to understand that you are going to face criticisms. You are going to face challenges, drawbacks. You should be prepared for them. You should prepare yourself emotionally for the war that is about to be fought. The war against poverty is not like any other. It requires strength, the strength many people lack. But they lack the strength because of choice. You choose to persist. I chose to persist. I can imagine a life I think. I don't think I can ever live that life, because I'm way ahead of my time now. So ke heditse o bua le lona ke le addresses in such regard. Tumelo ka ke gore le nkutlwile ba ileng gore ba santse ba holdile on to opinion a gore Motaso is bad and Motaso must fall. I wish you all the best, and I wish gore le ka bulega ditlhaloganyo la lebella gore ebile la tlhaloganya gore I'm not your enemy. Poverty is your enemy, and I'm at war with poverty. Instead of trying to fight me, who's not your enemy, you should join my army and fight against poverty. Let's say the tebenyana tsa lona tsa bofelo le invest mo NASDAQ. How sena di thebe tseo di batle batla di thebe tseo o bone gore o etsa jang. Rekisa so ka khonang go se rekisa, o reke se sengwe le sengwe, as long as you at the end of the day you take block mo gongwe ke mo, but then take money pay. It's like a money. O kono bona ka ha a buang ka teng gore this person is sad, this person is frustrated, this person needs help but is denial. If your yearly target is 100,000, it means you are expecting $1 million in 10 years. You are working towards making $1 million in 10 years, but you can cut your journey short by avoiding to wait for 10 years. Houses will accumulate 100,000. We increase the risk because you now are knowledgeable and experienced in the field. Why increase or double target why short now or 6 months. That's how you can do things. That is, becoming rich is very easy. If you have a poverty mindset, if your mindset is filled with poverty and thoughts of poverty, you are going to be poor forever. The best investment in the world is property. Before ke address a kanya ya property, like address motho ke o boitshepo joli ga ke kgone go bua le di slave queen. I work for my money, unlike you we take isetsang go nna le madi do tse di tshwana like go dingalo. We can't re harologana thata gore re ka nna engaged mo conversation. I can't engage in a conversation with a person of your kind, le low class. O tlhaloganye gore at the end of the day you are here on my timeline. You can never find me on yours. You'd never find me on your wall. Everyone, I find myself engaging in a conversation with, ke follower raka, ke fan aka, they come to me. I don't go to people. That is how powerful I am. So before oka phadimoga o bua o ka re o kgaotswe tlhogo, you have to think, am I an offender here, or am I being offended on my, is my privacy being intruded? A motho o ntatetse, or motho o bua dio tsa go ko a le nosi. Go mindset o le na leng ono ke ono le humanegisang. Mindset o le na leng ono ke ono le humanegisang. That's why bana le kgono feletsa le castela di balloon tse 6 le 15. It's because of this poverty mindset. Ntsha mindset o bulegang di tlhaloganyo, tlhalefang. Don't try to listen to someone to take offense from whatever that person wants to say. Try to learn from whatever that person is trying to say. Do not be a criticizer or sena any valid points of criticism. Most of you people are poor at heart, poor in spirit, poor in mindset. I need to train you on every field. I need to train you to be positive towards yourself. I need to train you to avoid embarrassing yourselves. I need to train you to have a purpose, to make your life purposeful. I need to train you to be able to make money. That is, you are overburdening me with your problems. Get your life together. Develop a purpose. Wabon. That's when le ka tla la bua. E seng mo phadimoganyela, he go rile o tshwana le ole engage ditse mo conversation mo posting yaka. This is my wall. I do how I please. I say how I please. But then at the end of the day, you people who get offended are people who have not even seen me in person. People who don't know anything about me. You are just getting frustrated because ki bua ka dio tse leng gore la di bona, la di experience. Ha ke bua yana le gakologela mathata le matshwenyego a leng gore le mone, la gakologela suffering e le mo yone, le nna hurt, le nna frustrated. Motho o mindset wa go ntsenyalo ha kgono change. You are going to become an enemy to yourself forever. You are not enemies to me, because hating me does not decrease my value in life. But hating me, it affects you because you can't think straight. You can't think beyond what's visible. You can't think for yourself. Ibile le ha ke bua so se leng gore se ka go benefita sa change botshelo ba go se feletsa se palelo, because you are not willing to hear anything positive from me. Go mo go affecta lona le nnosi, na go affect. I'm self-made. I don't need people to succeed. Tlhaloganyang se o le se go nna le tla ke tswela. I was still mentioning kanya property, but go ntsa dingalo gore na le lona re ka dumalana regarding kanya property. The best investment is property. Not that I don't want to lie to you. Go ntsa dingalo go nna dingalo gore na le lona re ka dumalana gore go ntse jalo. But ga ke le tshwephoso. You people haven't experienced the power of NASDAQ and her sisters. E ka nna la re go nna le receiver rental fee every month. It's something. O tshwanetse o tlhaloganya se. When you are investing in property, you need money. You first need money to buy the property. You then need money to increase the property. No, not to increase it, but to develop the property. After you buy land, you develop the land. It's going to cost you money. And then after developing the land, if you choose to rent it out, let's do the math. And the same ke 13 Pro Max aka ke dire math. Let's assume that you buy land for around you buy land for 500,000. You buy land for 500,000, and then you develop the land with 700,000. If you do that, you would have spent 1.2 million. And then how to develop a property, it pays you out 6,000 per month. 6,000 per month. Let's see what 1.2 million in about how do divide ka 6,000 ke bokae? How do divide ka 6,000 is 200, and then 200 divided by 12 is 16 years. No, divided by 12 shit. 1.2 million divided by 6,000. 6,000 okay. 1.2 million divided by 6,000 per month. That is 200 months. Yes, I was correct. It's 200 months. So 200 months divided by 12 is 16 years. O tle develop a property ya go go busetsa madi a wa spendile mo on in 16 years. How long is that period? Yeah, no, think about if you know tsere madi a wa tsentse mo NASDAQ le bo khaitsadi. How like for you to have a profitable property or real estate whatsoever, go tshwanetse gore be go le mo prime locationing. Prime location is expensive, high cost, the maintenance le go aga mo lefelo leo, because you need to produce something beautiful and up to the standards of the environment. Go costa madi a mantsi, but go reward after a very long period of time. Mme ga no tsere 1.2 million wa tsenya mo NASDAQ le bo khaitsadi, it wouldn't take you long. It wouldn't take you long, because 6,000 o mo dirang ka kgwedi mo real estate mo NASDAQ o kgona mo dira ka letsatsi. You can do that every day. So go dingalo gore le ka convince gore hey, do this, do that. Ga go batle le se botlhale. And most people ba leng gore they talk real estate ke batho ba leng gore they don't own property, they don't understand anything about property. Ke mindset wa Batswana wa khumanego. Batswana ba na le mo makgwa a reng faint vision, ba akanya gore ba bonela ko pele mme ba sa bone sepe. So if you invest your money where you are likely not going to break even anytime soon, then you are not an investor. You are just securing your finances. Ke go secure madi a go, ke go ensure gore ga o blowe madi, wa ja ka iketlo, because every time you earn that 6,000, it would be the 6,000 that you could have spent if you had not invested in property. Unless you sell it, gape even if you sell it, Batswana ba humanegile. Ha se Motswana mongwe le mongwe a fodang go reka property. That's why bona go kgone te se ke 120 ba batlo negotiate setsa hela sa masetsa kgone bona gore Batswana ba humanegile. Batswana have a long way to go. So property mo Botswana ha e ka ke nna investment, because Batswana ba na madi, they can't. Investment ke NASDAQ le bo khaitsadi. When you invest in NASDAQ and her sisters, and then you secure that property, go nna mo yone seng gore dira business ka yone, and then maybe operate a business e leng gore cash flow ya teng e regular, maybe lo kgona breaker even before dingwaga tse 16, then it is reasonable. Se mo leng gore o tsa investment ya go e tlhoka madi a mantsintsi, mme break even ya teng e tsa lebaka gonna ha ke fandile $50 mo NASDAQ, ke itse gore within 2 hours ke setse ke dirile $50. That is the shortest break even e existang. Tota ebile ke ha se break even ke progress, ke profit, because mo forex ha o investile madi, the money is not spent if it's not lost. Batho sanning ditlhogo thata. Don't be stupid, helpless, and hopeless. Don't do that to yourself. Letlhokana le goreng le gole. Ke utlwa se matla se sengwe ke tse sare invest in property. Property develops are value a property ya developer. You are right, you see. You are right, but you are stupid. Value at increase. Who will be my target market? Batswana ba palolwa le ke go reka ke gore nna ke tlhaloganye gore why batho that's why the business tsa lona di collapse. The business tsa lona di collapse ya ke gore ga la akanye. You can't think straight. Utlwa gore wa re value ya increase. Value ya increase. When will Batswana have money to buy that? Or is it us giving foreigners power over us? Because apparently the beautiful places are only owned or accessible to foreigners. Ke bone ba ka kgonang go afforda go di reka. Ga ke khale investment go moga mohuto, but ga ke go regard as investment. Ke go regard as security. It's financial security. Pharologanyo ya go investa mo property le go investa mo NASDAQ ke gore when you invest in NASDAQ you can lose all your investment, but when you invest in property you are guaranteed gore as long as the tenants di le teng o tlo no receive sengwe at the end of the month. But then the advantage of NASDAQ over property is that the return on investment is swift. How tsele ba ka go bona madi a wa investileng. Ibile the good thing about NASDAQ ke gore ga e tloke batho. O bona business e requirang batho gore you operate. It is nna ke a nyatsa tota. I don't want to lie because ke tlhaloganya ya motho. A person, majority of the people banally a poverty mentality. They can try to sabotage your business. They can try their best to sabotage it, and if they do, if you relied on them, you are fucked. But with NASDAQ, whether la nthoga kana la reng, are you a registered trader, Mr. Motaso? That is a stupid question. A stupid question. It's a stupid question. What's the need for me to register as a trader? I opened an account. The account is verified. If that is what the registration that you talk about, then it is. But if am I registered to trade for people? No, I'm not registered to trade for people. I don't trade for people. I'm a trader, an individual trader. I trade individually for myself. So ke tsa gore ke heditse o bua le lona ke la addressitse ba botlhale ba ntlhaloganya ba di matla santse ba kipile mentally tole le tsholofelo a gore one day ke tla we be ba tsega go nnete gore nka wa one day but I know my way to the top. I will always I will always crawl upwards. Even if I fall today and I start my life afresh with the resources, the knowledge and understanding I have on NASDAQ and her sisters, it wouldn't take me a week to catch up with you and surpass you because so I'm out here done. The weather is quite cold this side. Like ithoballe ke ka tumela gore ke la addressitse la ntlhaloganya le nkutlwile ba utlileng ba utlwile ba sana. It doesn't matter how do you feel about what. I'm fine as long as ke buile le lona ke le tlhaloseditse seemo le ntlhalogantse re tlhaloganyana. Thank you so much. I sign out.